Tip number 1. Variables. CSS variables allow you to define reusable values like colors or font sizes that can be referenced anywhere in your CSS. This makes managing themes easier as you can update a single variable to change colors or design across the entire website. It simplifies maintaining consistent styling and makes future updates more efficient. Tip number 2. Custom scrollbars. By customizing scrollbars with CSS, you can make the scrollbars match the design of your site. You can control properties like width, color, and style of the scrollbar's track and thumb. This technique is mostly used for providing a polished, branded experience and can help the scrollbars blend into the overall aesthetic. Tip number 3. Responsive typography. The clamp function allows you to set a fluid, responsive font size that adjusts based on the screen size. It ensures text remains legible across devices by defining a minimum and maximum size with a flexible intermediate value that scales proportionally. This reduces the need for media queries. Tip number 4. Glassmorphism. Glassmorphism is a design trend that creates a frosted glass effect by combining blurred backgrounds and semi-transparent elements. This effect uses the backdrop filter property to blur the area behind an element, giving it a soft, frosty look while keeping it subtle and modern in appearance. Tip number 5. Grid Magic. CSS Grid provides a powerful way to create complex, responsive layouts. By defining grid areas and columns, you can position elements with ease. Grid template areas gives a clear, readable way to assign elements to specific sections, making the layout easier to manage, especially for more intricate designs. Tip number 6. Animated gradient. Animated gradients create a smooth, shifting color background that can give your site a dynamic and modern look. By using it keyframes, you can move the gradient's position, creating a sense of movement. This adds energy and visual interest to backgrounds, making your site feel more interactive. Tip number 7. Hover effects. CSS filter effects like grayscale, blur, and brightness can be used to modify elements when hovered over. For instance, turning an image from black and white to color or changing its brightness makes interactions more engaging. It's a simple but effective way to improve user experience without JavaScript. Tip number 8. Aspect ratio. The aspect ratio property ensures that an element maintains its proportions, width to height, as it resizes. This is useful for media like images or videos that need to stay in specific proportions, regardless of screen size. It reduces the need for manual adjustments and keeps layouts looking consistent. Tip number 9. CSS counters. CSS counters let you automatically number elements, like list items or sections, without manually updating the numbers in your HTML. By incrementing the counter for each element, you can create ordered lists, steps in a process, or auto-generated numbering for any type of content, which streamlines the process. Tip number 10. Clip path. The clip path property allows you to crop elements into various shapes like circles, triangles, or polygons, instead of the usual rectangle. It provides a creative way to break out of traditional layouts and add distinctive, visually appealing designs without needing images or SVGs. Tip number 11. Scrolling effects. Position sticky lets elements stay fixed in place as you scroll within a parent container until they reach a certain point. This is commonly used for navigation bars or headers that should remain visible while the user scrolls down the page. It's a way to enhance usability without complex JavaScript. Tip number 12. Loading animation. CSS loading animations use keyframes to create movements like spinning or pulsing effects, which are commonly used for progress indicators or spinners. These animations are lightweight and easy to implement, offering an engaging way to inform users that the page is loading or processing. And there you have it, 12 CSS tricks to level up your web designs. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more tips. Happy coding!